Oh hey, thanks for joining me on this walk. Bet you're wondering how I lost my legs. Let me tell you my story. My name is JR, and I was in a car accident in the summer of 2011 on the island of Guam while on my way to train for my second half marathon. The car slid off the road after a heavy rain. I ended up in a coma for 40 days, my legs so badly damaged that the doctors recommended amputation. Once awake from the coma, I had to be transported to St. Luke's Hospital in the Philippines, where I'd spend another month regaining my strength through rehab and lots of cake. While there, I had the chance to reconnect with my mom's side of the family, as many lived in the Philippines. Once strong enough, I returned to Guam and moved back in with my parents. I was surrounded by a family who were instrumental in my recovery. I then started preparing for my first set of prosthetic legs by doing push-ups and dumbbell workouts to strengthen my core. I would get my first set of prosthetic legs in January of 2012 and was so disappointed. They were so uncomfortable and so badly made there was no way I'd be able to walk in them. So being me, I asked my brother to convert them into stubbies and learn how to walk with those. Fortunately, a clinic in Oklahoma, of all places, heard of my story and donated a proper set of prosthetic legs to me. I learned to walk in those mechanical knees for 6 months before finally getting a set of microprocessor-controlled knees through vocational rehab. Add to my excitement, I got to travel to California for those advanced knees and socket fittings, and I was able to connect with friends from college. After finally getting those microprocessor-controlled knees, I was walking everywhere, and without a cane too. However, as a new, fairly active amputee, my stumps changed shape about every 6 months, needing new sockets because of those changes. That meant expensive trips back to California for new sockets that included a hotel, car rental, gas, and meals. Luckily, my dad worked for the airline, so airfare was covered. So I decided at the end of 2014 to move back to the States and left Guam on December 26th. I thought that Orlando would be a good place to try, as my prosthetic clinic had a huge sister clinic there. I searched earnestly for a job while being fit for new prosthetic sockets. In the meantime, I had the chance to try para-rowing, which was a lot of fun. Unable to land a job that paid decently, I reached out to a friend in Seattle who, fortunately, had a spare room for me to stay in. The cool thing was that her and I met on Guam 5 years earlier. I was there for 7 months before moving down to California, first LA, then Orange County. There I started an MBA program, started my own hook business, and met my husband. I ended up stopping the MBA program after 1 year though, because of a traumatic brain injury sustained from the accident. More about that in another video. Life was great, but due to an unforeseen circumstance, we ended up moving to Oregon, away from my prosthetic clinic. There's a lot more in between that, like all the fun adaptive sports I was able to participate in, starting an activities group for amputees, being a big brother, and making lots of great friends and new family along the way. But for now, Oregon is home and I have to travel again to see my prosthetist. Crazy story, huh? Please hit like if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel and drop it in the comments below any topics you'd like to hear me discuss as a double amputee. And also, if you'd please consider purchasing one of my Glowbox hooks that I designed myself, your support would mean a lot to me. Thanks again for following me on this walk, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.